This is taking forever.
Friend, a moment of your time. Honor to you and your house, traveler. Say, you look like a smart one. Any interest in a business arrangement? Stonefalls is under attack, and some of the finer things in life are suddenly precious. Certain goods can be very lucrative when paired with the right buyer. Take wine, for instance. Steal? Such an ugly word. Procure. I'd like you to procure a single precious bottle of white gold tower. A former war wizard has it now. Just replace her bottle with this identical bottle filled with cheap rotgut. We'll both profit. Just let me know what I can do to help. She used to serve in the Morrowind army as a war wizard. I think the explosions were too much for her. After she retired from service, she opened the Ebony Flask with Darvinil Sarvel. Not exactly, but then again, that's your side of this business, isn't it? My only advice is to talk to the Night Flowers at the inn. In their line of work, they learn all the best secrets. Just let me know what I can do to help.
The three keep you, traveler. Are you willing to risk heresy to save the soul of Ebonheart? The disciple of our tribunal temple has lost his faith. He says the three no longer speak to him. He sent me to pray for him at shrines to Olmalexia, Vivek, and Sothasil, just outside town. But I was driven away by a foul smell and angry Aelith. I don't know. The smell may have driven the beasts into a frenzy. Perhaps, if you'd be willing, would you burn these flowers at each shrine? If the three respond, tell Disciple Sildris. Perhaps that will restore his faith. I'll pray for an answer to your voice at the shrines. Praying for prayers. Perhaps Vivek will appreciate how circular that is. I don't know why Sildris thinks the three would abandon us. We have observed all the proper rites. These flowers, for one. Roland's tears, the rarest of the gold carnet and sacred to the three. It is a powerful offering.
Festival for jesters, and the only fools I see are those in the audience. Don't these idiots know how to indulge?
Hey you! Interested in some real Jester's Festival fun?
You stand before Yoren's Gold King! Do not be shaken by this one's presence. Only cowherds and concealers of foul cooks have reason to fear Yoren's huginess. Join us in inebriating this monumental day. Time-honored Nord traditions! Fighting, food, foolishness, and fortification! Fun? Close enough. Sometimes Yoren has trouble wrestling all the great words he knows. When it is Jester's Day, everyone is a child of Skyrim. Any way you can, so long as someone is laughing. Yoren suggests you prance, dance, and sing before your king. Or do you seek to raise a toast and boast your deeds at my royal roast? You are no ordinary fool. Yoren knows a kindred spirit when he sees one. You must trod new ground where your feet can stand alone. I know just how to make you the sole hero of the day. Just so. This one is heartsick without his betrothed. What good is all this food and drink without the one you love to pick it from your teeth? But Yoren is forbidden to see his bride-to-be until the day of our vowels. Free her from her minders, so we may grow fat together. Take a token of my love, the sickly sweet brownish flesh of mud crab apples, and she will know I sent you. The guard cannot know their king bade the absencing of his bride. Use cautiousness. This one's overlarge heart tramples in anticipation of seeing his bride-to-be. Do not let this one's joviality deceive you into believing that Yoren is elsewhere. Before you is the fearsome masher of mare and words you have heard in song and the tiny screams of scared mice. Though the heart of a Sench tiger roars within my chest, this one cannot claim to be one of those noble beasts. Yoren's habit of lying naked in the sun does not help his case, he knows. But he assures you, he is sadly a man. Not many have a taste for mud crab apples. But this one knows they are my sweet's favored sweetness. Her minders do not let her indulge in them freely, and it is Yoren's promise that she will eat as many as she likes when we are married. Have the others filled your head with foibles about this holy day? Enviness leads many to claim they lead the antics. But it was the first man who taught Mare humor. Or was it that he had the last laugh? No matter. Iskramor did everything first.
Where's my pig? Who took my pig? Where did they go? Pigs! Hand over the pig, and nobody gets hurt.
You can't escape. You're not going to pay your bounty, are you? I suppose we're done here. Move along.
A coin for a soul in need.
Oh! You have brought Yoren his bride-to-be! Or does this one's eyes deceive him? He is very intoxicated. Ah! She is tasteful, is she not? I could just eat her up. Much better. Your heroics have stirred my spirits. I must savor these tenderest moments, rare as they are. Now that you have hogged all the glory here, I think we will be taking this party elsewhere. Will you follow our folly of fools down this onerous path? To the afterlife for great rulers! Sovereign-guard! No, wait. That is not it. Volkerguard! Queen Irene wishes to show us true cheeriness!
What rhymes with Kwama? Oh, can I help you?
A home isn't complete until you fill it with a cartload of drivel. Lucky for you, drivel's my specialty.
I'm only a merchant until my poetry catches the eye of Vivek. I'm sure it will. Any day now.
Staying in Ebonheart long, Serio? I'm sure I could make your stay more pleasant. Lady Fedrossa. I don't care for her, actually, but the money here at the Ebony Flask is good. If it wasn't, Amula and I would have cleared out long ago. She's just too jumpy. They say the Agaviri War made her twitchy. She's easily startled by the strangest things, like lizards. Those lizards infesting the Argonian quarter drive her crazy.
Will you be staying in Ebonheart long, Serio? I'm sure we could make your stay more pleasant. I don't hate her, but there's no love lost between the Nightflowers and Fedrossa. She regards us a necessary evil. She doesn't even partake of our talents. Plus, she's incredibly jumpy. My guess is she's caught one too many fireball blasts in the war. She still hates loud noises. There's an alchemist next door who's constantly testing flash powder and sulfurs. If she hears so much as a pop, she jumps right out of her skin.
See If bloody Darvinil sings that damn Cliff Racer song one more time...
Get you a drink? What'll you have?
from Daedra keep us safe. Forsake the ones that made us to fight a wrongful fate. Not be held up there on a shelf. She sang and she danced and she studied the past, but her time as princess it would not last. I ran, where have you been? No time for court intrigue. And now you rule as queen. She ran from the dresses, she ran from the pomp. She could not right stomach more high elven wrong. Our future leaders sailed from our shores to high Rocke, Skyrim, and more.
What's that smell? Did another stinking lizard get in here? Get away from that!
And in my mind I see a
to the shadows, fiend! The Akaviri are upon us! To me, troops! Back, you devils! Sorry, everyone.
Know
I
what we
lost
do
myself
with
for a moment
thieves?
there.
You're about to find out.
Just let me know what I can do to help. She used to serve in the Morrowind army as a war wizard. I think the explosions were too much for her. After she retired from service, she opened the Ebony Flask with Darvinil Sarvel. Not exactly, but then again, that's your side of this business, isn't it? My only advice is to talk to the Night Flowers at the inn. In their line of work, they learn all the best secrets. Just let me know what I can do to help.
Honest merchant, trust this
Back to the shadows, fiend! The Akaviri are upon us! To me, troops! Back, you devils! Sorry, everyone. I lost myself for a moment there.
Halt, Fetcher! If it was up to me, I'd just have criminal filth like you killed on sight. It'd be less of a hassle. Please, just obey the law from now on.
What's that distinctive bottle I see peeking from your pack? Masterfully done. Truly a procurement worthy of praise and reward. It's an honor and a privilege doing business with you, friend.
You're the one who did the thing that everyone is talking about? Yes, I think I've heard of you.
May this one be of service.
Over here, Initiate. Greetings. I have a message for you from Velast, Mistress of Incunabula. Indeed, she has a task for you. You'll want to speak with her as soon as you can. Velast awaits you at the Guild Hall in Davin's Watch, along the eastern coast of Stonefalls. Of course. What can I tell you? I don't.
but she usually tries to offer new guildmates a chance to prove themselves. As you might imagine, she's keenly interested in acquiring new books for the lore library. Maybe she's got a lead on a trove of tomes? The Mistress of Incunabula for the Guild, the Keeper of Tomes. She's the Guild's most accomplished lore master, second only really to Guildmaster Vanus himself.
What?
I hope your arrival will prove a boon to Ebonheart. The residents are at each other's throats. Beyond, no one will work together. Each faction has a different reason. Which would you like to know about? Our people love fighting. It's our nature. We fight the land just to survive. Only the Dunmer's natural superiority allows us to flourish in this wasteland. Lately, our people have been demoralized. Even disciple Sildrus at the Tribunal Temple expects defeat. The Nords in town are lumber traders from the Rift. You might have noticed a lack of trees. When they asked Raelgar Stonecrush to help defend the town, he accused us of being fancy. I assume that's an insult in Skyrim. Also, I think he was drunk. I wish I knew their complaint. They refused to talk to us. I even went to speak with their quarters leader, Sarshajar. She accused me of plotting to kill a tree, as if I cared about such things.
Don't trifle with me. You're going to test my patience too? What is it? What do you want?
Honor for the pact, they says. Hardy ha ha. Well, well, aren't you the fancy lad? What do you want, elf? Come to complain about the daggers? Go hide behind your mother's skirt, not the Nords. Aye. The milk drinkers landed to the west at that big yellow tree thing. Now the Dres have got their skirts in a twist. Oh, please save us, big strong Nords. Fancy lads, the lot of them. They think Nords only exist to save elven asses. Bring them on. We don't skeever out of a fight. When we're attacked, we fight. I wager you think we should fight for the rest of the pact. All right. Prove they've got some backbone. Let's see you beat 3 of my men, and do it the Nord way. We fight drunk. We've got a keg of fine, strong mead from Riften right here. Pour yourself a mug and get to it. Unless you're too fancy, of course.
I hear dark elves are milk drinkers. Too bad. I bet a good mead would loosen your back ends enough for you to pull the sticks out of them. Haha. You're clever, you are. Let's see how well you take a blow.
This should be fun!
Don't be timid.
I hear dark elves are milk drinkers. Haha.
I'll chop your head clean off! Come at me!
Oof! I yield, friend. Good fight.
Ow! Ow! Oh, I quit!
Good fight. We'll have to find someone else to brawl with. I just need a moment to catch my breath and stop the bleeding and get another mead. You know how it is. Pull the sticks out of them. You could only beat me if I was blind, stinking sober, and I'm not.
come at me!
You know how it is. I need one.
I yield, friend. Good fight.
Ah, you're a good drinking mate, friend. Come back and join us again sometime.
Well, you're not half bad, I'll give you that. I said I would, and I don't go back on my word. I hope the rest of the Pact fights like you, not that milk-drinking Urano. Ravel Urano, that dark elf here before you. He kept asking to buy our lumber so we'd leave town. I told him no, we had a contract to keep. But he offered to double it. No one pays that much for wood. Even good rift spruce. What a skeever. Don't know and didn't ask. His story smelled like last week's fish. Whole time we were talking, he kept looking around for a crack to ooze through, sweating like. The boys ran him off with a few light cuffs to the head. He hasn't come back since. Right. Things like that. They're exactly why we keep to ourselves in the Elven lands. That and the bad food. Anyway, you're all right. Tell that fancy Othrol we'll fight. Come back and drink with us again sometime.
The shrines are outside the city, north, southeast, and southwest. Vivek's shrine is across the river to the southwest of Ebonheart. Almalexia's is to the southeast. The shrine to Sothasil is on an island north of the Argonian Quarter. Burn the flowers at each shrine. They're a rare variety of gold garnet called Roland's Tears, and are sacred to the three. I pray they hear you.
I appear at my lord's behest. Or perhaps I was always here, and you merely lacked the ability to see me. Actions carry conviction better than words. A skilled poet arranges for others to be where they should be, when they should be, to fulfill his needs and desires. Yet the question Sildras asked was not the one in his heart. A man of poisoned words put doubt in Sildras's heart. He said the poet is less than he once was. Tell the disciple that Vivek's words and wit and way of war are as keen as always. What is Vivek beyond these? Vivek is a warrior poet, the ruthless and elegant soul of his people. He guides and protects all. Sharp of eye and tongue is he. Long is his reach. Longer is his spear. How can this question be on the lips of anyone in Morrowind? The sermons of Vivek are beside every bed. Vivek's psalms are sighed from every maiden's lips. His wisdom makes his people as hard, capable, and enduring as the poet himself. All know Vivek, for Vivek would have it so.
drink over here.
We want no trouble, Outlander. My injury doesn't keep me from stringing a bow. A Nyx hound attacked our caravan. He savaged my leg and carried off one of our guar. No. Lately we've sighted savage creatures in the wastelands. They're more than a match for our tribe's hunters. Great rewards await any hunter who can bring them to ground. The first is Varnog, a feral Nyx hound. The next is worse, Bliger, a vicious and territorial bullnetch. Worst of all is a clanfear named Gerlisk. He's the least vicious of the three, but look what he did to my leg. We met him on the road southeast of Ebonheart. Our best guess is he escaped from a goblin tribe, or ate them. He floats along the shore west of here. Do not ask me the origin of his name. I assume it stems from the way netches float through the air. Strange story, that. Summoned by an old conjurer who lived in the hills east of Kraganmore. The conjurer died, but it stayed. No one knows why, and no hunters ever tracked it to its lair. We drove our guar here to trade. The Ashlands give our tribe many things such as food and shelter. They aren't as generous with medicinal potions or steel. Ha! Even if we would have the housemen, they wouldn't have us. They won't even let us within their walls to trade. We must stay outside, bedding with their animals. But because they're heretics, or because we are, whichever you prefer, we hold true to the faith of our ancestors, the worship of Azura, Boethia, and Mephala. They believe the three elders of their tribunal are gods. We know the truth. The so-called three are murderers and necromancers. Now? Here? No, I've already said too much. I have no love for the housemen, but my people need their wares. Ask someone else. The first is Varnog, a feral Nyx hound. The next is worse, Bliger, a vicious and territorial bullnetch. Worst of all is a clanfear named Gerlisk. My Lady Omalexia bids you carry a message to Disciple Sildrus. Ah, you are the child whose soul was stolen. My lady is concerned for you. Omalexia is the merciful healing mother of the Dunmer. She is the most beloved of the tribunal. I am merely a servant and messenger of my lady, not a teacher or priest. Seek the temples and libraries to learn more. Perhaps in time, you may speak to Omalexia herself. The tribunal does not abandon their people. Just as a parent shelters children from dangers they cannot comprehend, the three shelter the Dunmer from threats beyond their ken. Tell him that my lady is mindful of his doubt and fear. There is no shame in either, so long as he helps others bear their burdens. By helping others, his fears will be allayed. But if he spreads his despair, my lady will chastise him.
Open your heart and your purse.
Speak! Wizard, mystic, master of the Clockwork City, an architect of time and a binder of oblivion, one who masters the tools that mastered others. Does this answer satisfy? Good. Seek. Learn. When you are prepared, find the master. He will be interested to hear your conclusions. All prayers are heard, not all are acknowledged. Every small cog drives a greater gear. Each is necessary, otherwise the whole collapses. When any cog shivers from the stresses on it, the master feels it, but the load he assigns it is no more than he knows it can bear.
You're not welcome here, Dark Elf.
I can feel the blessings upon you. It's a power I've not felt myself for many years. I see. I hadn't considered there might be threats more grave than the Covenant invasion. You would think, given all we know of the treachery of Cold Harbor, that I would see that. What of Sotha Seal? I am ashamed. The three have shown more faith in me than I have in them. I dread asking this, but what of Lord Vivek? Ha! Yes, I should have known. Vivek is the most subtle of the three. It's true, I've been counseling a Dunmer who questions his faith. He told me the Tribunal are losing their powers. Only indirectly. We see the three less every year. They no longer make their annual pilgrimage to Red Mountain on Vardenfell, and no one knows why. It all seemed so convincing when he said it. His name is Ravil Urano. He hasn't come to pray for days now. He was in such despair. I think he'd even stopped bathing. The last time I saw him, he smelled terrible, like fresh offal. What? Have I been a fool? I questioned my faith for the flimsiest of reasons and caused others to question theirs. I have much to do to correct my failure. I wish I knew why Ravil Urano's doubting words were so compelling.
Greetings. How can I serve you? Of course. Enchanting is the art of empowerment. We gather runes found throughout the world and use our special instruments to assemble them into glyphs. These glyphs can be used to magically enhance worn or wielded items. Not exactly. Runes can be extracted from glyphs you find while adventuring. It's a delicate process, so you'll have to return to one of our workstations to proceed. Note that the glyph will be destroyed in the process. Unfortunate, but necessary. Glyphs are assembled by combining 3 different runes. Potency runes determine the glyph's strength. Aspect affects the glyph's quality. Finally, the essence rune decides the glyph's effect. It's a delicate art best learned by doing. Good luck.
Another stranger swims into our wallow? So, Dark Elf, have you come to gloat about our hist? Are you its murderer? Speak. It's dying. It was never healthy. This isn't Black Marsh after all. So in the last few weeks, it's withered. We've learned that House Drez is poisoning it. It's not enough to have enslaved us for generations. Now they want to carve our hearts out. The best we can do is fertilize it. We're using mud crab meat wrapped in ash reed. Both are common around the quarter. We've also set guards around the tree to keep the Dunmer away. If you wish to aid us, gather the items I requested. Ash reeds grow in the tide pools in our quarter, and mud crabs thrive on the shores nearby. Gather some of each and present them at the roots of our hist. Some of our people heard a dark elf talking to others of his kind. He asked if they'd seen the Drez rowing out to our hist tree. He saw jars of poison in the boat. That's not hard to believe. Ravel Urano. My people overheard him at the inn. He was drunk and talking too loud. No one spoke to him directly. It's never been wise for an Argonian to confront a dark elf. Especially lately. We're far from Black Marsh. No, but it's not difficult to believe, is it? The Drez think we're little more than animals. But the Pact freed us. What they can't enslave, they destroy. The Drez have always regarded Argonians as little more than savage children. We needed to be civilized, so they uplifted us by putting us to work as slaves on plantations and in mines. No more. Now we speak beside them in the council.
What do you want?
We are allowing no one to approach the hist, especially strangers claiming they wish to help us. We just caught a dark elf trying to poison the tree. Your words smell fair, but tasting is proof. Let me see what you have there. Yes, I erect the spine of apology. While you were away, we caught a dark elf defiling our hist. Please, apply the fertilizer you've gathered to the base of our hist. As long as I'm with you, the guards will let you through. One of our guards is escorting him to my lodge. He seems half mad. He was doing something to the tree, and apparently, he is of House Drez.
You're not welcome here, Dark Elf.
Let this one through. He's done. Meet me back at my lodge.
Do not add to my problems.
It seems we have proof that the Drez are trying to murder our tree. While you were gathering mud crab meat and reeds, the guards caught him trying to harm our Hist. We can't get anything out of him but his name and house. Seems the rumors were true. House Drez is trying to murder our Hist. He was scratching at the bark, licking our tree. When the guard shouted at him, he dropped an empty bottle. Now he's very ill. The truth is as plain as the face of Masser. You may do as you wish, but his mind is boiling. His words skitter like a mud crab in a pan. You will gather no moisture from this one.
Triangles. They taste like silver, like water. I never knew. What did I do? What did it do to me? I see. I feel. I'm awake. I touched it. It smelled like flowers and black earth. It tasted like rain and summer wind and the deepest green. He said the tree's sap would be better than skooma. He was right. He said the Argonians might be angry. Do you think they're angry? To me, they always look angry. It's the teeth. He gave me the bottle, said it was for the tree. I thought it was skooma. I tasted it. It was bad. I fed it to a lizard. He didn't like it either. He died. The bottle broke. How can I fill it with sap? I never saw him before. I asked him for coin to get more skooma. He was a Dunmer. Someone called him Bravil? Weevil? Wabberjack? Ravil, that's it.
Ravel? I can't believe it. Ravel! Ravel Urano claimed he saw House Drez poison our history. Then he gave a bottle to this tree-licking waste of flesh. I smell worm scat. Someone has been playing us for fools, and I no longer believe it's House Drez.
Can't you see that I'm furious?
Have our town's fortunes improved? That's a great relief. Well done. The Covenant troops haven't left their encampment to the west, but it's only a matter of time before our inactivity encourages them. I don't know this, Mer. Why would he cause so much trouble? Perhaps he's an agent of Sheogorath. That's an unpleasant thought. The Daedra of Chaos is worse than any mere Covenant army. Can you aid me further? Ravel must have a house in town. I'd like you to find it and watch him. I'd like to see myself, but I'm sure he'll recognize me, so I'll need to cast a spell on you. Commoners would call it a scrying spell, but I'm beyond such crude hedge magic. It will enable me to see and hear what you do. Furthermore, I'll be able to speak to you. Search for Ravel's home. I expect it's on the west side of town. You should be able to hear me now. There he is. Let's follow him.
Get away from me, brigand.
There he is. Let's follow him.
Hey, Ravel! No waffle today. The temple's forbidden all sales.
Quiet, fool. I paid you for your discretion, remember?
Look here. It's that fancy sword was in our camp. Hey, fancy man. Fallen on any swords lately? Saying we shouldn't help the Dunmer? Like a Nord would ever turn down a fight.
The drunk one took your advice, Silvertongue. He now regrets it. For shame.
It was just idle talk, friend. I assure you, I had nothing to do with it. Get away from me, brigand.
There he is. Let's follow him.
The drunk one took your advice, Silvertongue. He now regrets it. For shame.
It was just idle talk, friend. I assure you, I had nothing to do with it.
He went into that shack. Wait for him to leave. He's out. That was fast. Try to get inside that shack. A communication spell. Let's see who Ravil called.
Oh, what now, Ravil? So you're the meddler who undid all of Ravil's work. Such a waste of my time.
That woman wore a Covenant uniform. Ravil must be working for the enemy. Go to his house and see what you can find. I'll send my guards.
What are you doing here? You won't take me! Cornell gave me potions!
The guards heard fighting. I assume you found more inside than just evidence? Having him alive might have been useful, but having him dead is just as good. The ritual items in the shack on the docks and his belongings might tell us something more. I'll shed no tears over the death of that traitor Ravil. He caused us so much grief, and for what? A few gold coins from the Covenant.
charge to have a look. Help me out, will you?
Looking to shape some metal? I've got what you need.
You saved countless lives, uncovering Ravel Urano's treachery.
All who worship the Lord, Mother, and Wizard are welcome in Ebonheart.